Alright, what is going on, everybody? And today I'm back here with episode 4 now of the LA Lakers My League series here on NBA 2K18. And I'll probably go into the comments section of the last video. I feel like I like doing this, and I'll start reading the comments from the previous video. Maybe shout some of you guys out with the most liked comments. But most of the comments were, it's not Thomas O'Brien, it's Thomas Bryant. I don't know why I say O'Brien, unless there was another O'Brien in the NBA that I kept saying. And then people said you should use the G League, which I should have did this year. If I still can, I'm just going to send, like, Josh Hart down there for, like, the remainder of the season. And I'll send Thomas Bryant down, and, hold on, and I'm going to send Thomas Bryant down there. Let me just sign David Lee, one of my favorite Knicks of all time. And then I'll just, like, have the CPU do that. And then we're going to send, I should have did this in the beginning of the year. This is why I messed up. And we're also going to sign Bryant there. So, for the remainder of the year, it doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to have the CPU. We can leave the lineup as this. We only have a week left. So I'm going to hop into one of these games. Then we'll go over who wins the playoffs, draft lottery, stuff like that. So let's play the last game of the year against the Clippers. We'll hop into that game. Any other comments were like, don't sign KCP or Brook. You should go after Cousins and George. I think that's what I'm going to do. And, yeah, so most of the people like, it's Thomas Bryant, not O'Brien. And then I'm going to move the face cams in the game. Yeah, that was another comment, too, by Respect Greatness, y'all. The first person that said the O'Brien thing was Will Say B. And Bram Done was the one that said the G League stuff. And appreciate, he said, love the series. And then Malik Corden said it's Thomas Bryant, not O'Brien. And, yeah, that's what Will Say B said, too. Okay, let's start simulating this game real quick. Yeah, pretty much that was the comments. There was nothing, like, outrageous or, like, demanding. But the next video, this is where you guys got to let me know what I should do in the offseason. Because the whole offseason is going to be the next video, I'm pretty sure. Alright, we're going to finish the season off on a dub, which is cool. I'm going to hop in with, like, 2.5. Yeah, we'll get some gameplay for the final game of the year. See you guys in the game. Staples Center. Lyndon Garner said trade Brandon Ingram. And I don't think we're going to be doing that. So many people said it's not O'Brien. Like, Dylan Frost said it's not O'Brien. Let's see who else said it's not O'Brien. Elliot Russo, it's not O'Brien. Angelo Petrimio says it's not O'Brien. Anyone else that, like, there's so many people that corrected me. I didn't know this was going to be hated so much. Anybody else? Say it. I feel like so many other people said it. Maybe not. No, okay. Well, I don't see that many right now. They're probably maybe at the bottom because we got like 160 comments in the last video. Yeah, I don't see any other ones that say O'Brien. But yeah, I know a bunch of people said, man, it's Thomas Bryant, not O'Brien. So, Tyler Ennis is in the game. Ugh. I don't want to trade Clarkson. Ooh, Lonzo and Montrezl Harrell. That's a mismatch. And Lonzo's got... Lonzo, do not turn it over. You have such a good mismatch on Montrezl. Just blow right by him. Okay, well... You just got bitched out. Malik Beasley's got 6 points. We're going to see who's going to get that roll. Well, dang. Where's the defense? Jordan Clarkson's got 12. Oh, my God. Get the ball. Beasley. There we go. Kick it back to Ennis. We got so many guards out here right now. Lonzo's playing some small forward action. Pull up. Okay, maybe I'm just getting trigger happy with Lonzo because I don't get to use Lonzo often. So I'm kind of getting trigger happy with him. Ennis got 11, former Syracuse Orange. Ball like Lou Will on the court. DeAndre Jordan, we could sag off on him. Beasley on Griffin in the post. This is not going to end well. Yep. And, yep. Okay. Well, at least we're getting the starters back in after that. I'm just going to go through the comments real quick. Anybody else? Someone said you should try to add Gobert and Drummond. Marco Polo said it's going to be hard to get those guys trying to do this realistically. There wouldn't really be a reason where the Pistons would want to give him up. Because Drummond's kind of coming into his own this year after thoughts of them trading him last year. And then, Gobert, he's just beloved there in Utah. So it doesn't make much sense to do that trade. And then someone said lower injury effects. Don't sign Paul George. You should let the youth develop. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to sign both Paul George and Cousins. I think it's going to be one of the two. And you guys got to... Hate that animation. You guys got to let me know in the comments. Kuzma's got 9. Will he block Griffin? Oh, God, Blake. Blake, stop. Stop. You don't have to do that. Oh, Clarkson, free lane to the basket as he gets that layup to go. David Lee's got 14 and 9. Okay, I like it. David Lee, you know what? He's out here. He's probably picking up all the babes in his LA career at 34. That's why he signed with the Lakers. So we're up by 10 here. Larry Nance has 20 and 7. He's going to be a great bench piece. Yo, if we got him, either Hart, Beasley, and then we got Clarkson off the bench next year, that's pretty good. And, like, even Zubac can maybe play off the bench. Clarkson again to the rack. Oh, Drummond stuffed the crap out of him. Kyle Pope's got 2 points. No way. Ooh, good closeout DKCP. Kuzma. You got to get that board. Oh, someone blocked that? I don't know. But Nance got it. Or no, that's David Lee. KCP, step back. Ooh. KCP from downtown. No, David Lee. Oh, David Lee was trying to go for that putback. David Lee's got a double-double. He was a double-double machine in New York. Speaking of New York, Gallinari for 3. Former Nick. And he pops that. And we have a 7-point game. Am I going to blow this? Oh, Larry Nance. Larry Nance, throw this down. You have some crazy dunks in your package. There we go. 22, 7, and 3 for Larry Nance Jr. And Clippers, you're really going to call a timeout right now. You're really going to call timeout. You're down by 9 with 28 seconds left. The odds of you coming back are not in your favor. The Clippers are home in this game. Okay. So Larry Nance Jr., yeah, pretty good game for him in the last game of the year. He's trying to prove why he should maybe start over Kuzma. Obviously, in our eyes, we're not going to start him over Kuzma. But, yeah. Now that Randall is gone, we picked up Malik Beasley. Okay. Oh, get a steal. Get a steal. Blake's. No, do not leave Sedarius Thornwell open. Former Gamecock from South Carolina. Okay. David Lee. Jared Dudley pulling up from way downtown. Good board, David Lee kicking to Kuzma. Let's see if Kuzma can go coast to coast. Maybe not. Yep, okay. Or get held up by Thornwell. Alley-oop to Nance! Nance put his head through the basket. And why are you calling timeout? All right, I'm simulating to the... You're really not going to let me simulate to the end game? Okay. Now they're trying to trigger me. Now they're... Okay, now I can... Okay, apparently you can't do it during timeouts. Okay, let's just simulate to the end. Let's just calm down. We end the season with a win, which is dope. Now, people said if you can bring back, like, KCP for, like, 10 mil, he's going to ask for, like, 16 mil, but, yeah, you guys are going to let me know in the comments what to do. So, end of the season, James Harden wins MVP, Ben Simmons, Rookie of the Year at 21, Harden wins MVP at 28, Randall ends up getting 6th Man of the Year on the Nuggets, so I'm pretty sure they made the playoffs, we'll keep an eye on them. Drummond, Defensive Player of the Year, Most Improved goes to Chris Dunn, D'Antoni, Coach of the Year. NBA first team, we got Harden, Westbrook, LeBron, Giannis, and Cousins. NBA second team, we got Wall, Lillard, Davis, Durant, Drummond. No Curry on the top 10 right there. No Curry. He must have been injured. DeRozan and his counterpart, Lowry. There's Paul George. Simmons and Embiid on all-NBA third team. All defensive first team, we got Butler, Westbrook, Giannis, Davis, and Drummond. And then all defensive second team, we got Wall, Chris Dunn. Okay. That is definitely a most improved season. LeBron, Draymond, and DeAndre. All-rookie first team, you got Simmons. There's Lonzo, 10 points, 6 boards, 7.4 points. Average 38% from the field. Got to get that up next year. And 53% from the line. I'm going to throw up. There's Dennis Smith, Donovan Mitchell, Kyle Kuzma. So we got 2 all-rookie first team. The future is bright here in LA. No Josh Hart making it. It's okay. So we were the 10th seed. Like people say, we don't have our first round pick. If we somehow get it in this game, I'm going to trade it away to whoever deserves it in real life for like a second round pick. And yes, so we ended up 37-45, 6 games out of a playoff spot. And we'll look at stats. I'll kind of talk about what I want to do with each player going into the offseason. We'll start off with Kyle Kuzma. I would like for him to be our starting power forward next year. Since Ingram got hurt, we moved him to small forward. So I'm going to move him back to power forward. Even though his overall goes up by 3 or 4, we got to keep him at small power forward because that's his position. And we can't have... Because we have Ingram, unless we're going to do something weird. But I don't know. He's 6'9". Maybe we can keep him moving the small forward and just play him at power forward. I could do that. So I plan on him starting at power forward next year for us. And for the remainder of this series. Brandon Ingram, starting at small forward next year, got injured with an ankle and a bicep injury. Will be the starting small forward. Hopefully, he can get into the low 80s, like an 82, 83. And then same with Kuzma by the start of next season. Clarkson, like for him to be the 6th man next year. Still like him. He's on a fairly decent contract. Yes, people might be like, oh, he's making too much money. We have cap space on this team because our best players are Lonzo, Ingram, and Kuzma that are on their rookie contract. So we can afford people like Clarkson. And I plan 25 years old, great talent, especially if somebody gets injured. He'll be a great replacement. So I plan on him starting. Brook Lopez ended the year on the injury report. Didn't play for us much down the stretch. He won't be here next year. We're going to let him test for agency. Hopefully he signs a max deal with some team and can stay there for the rest of his career. Caldwell Pope, depending on how much he asks for, I plan on letting him walk as well. We're going to let either Paul George play this role next year if we sign him, or it's going to be between Beasley and Josh Hart if we can't address this in the offseason. So KCP and Lopez are pretty much as good as gone. David Lee, not going to really talk about much of him. He's not going to be here next year. Look at those averages in just like a couple games. Pretty good, actually. Lonzo, going to be our starting point guard next year. Hopefully, he can get into the low 80s as well. Got to upgrade his field goal percentage and three-point percentage and free throw. Larry Nance Jr., 80 overall, really nice. The question is going to be if I'm going to trade him next year because he is going to be a free agent next offseason. So I'm going to look to be probably trading him maybe mid next year if we feel like we should capitalize on his value, because we're going to be starting Kuzma. So he's going to be the 7th man in the rotation behind Clarkson. Zubac, either he's going to be the starting center if we don't sign Cousins or someone like that, or he's going to be the backup. So he's, no matter what, he's going to be getting minutes next year, probably over Thomas Bryant as the backup if we do sign Cousins. But that's where I pretty much stand on Zubac. Only 21, 75 overall. We could definitely get him up to a 77 in the offseason. So it all matters what we do in free agency with him. Josh Hart, him and Malik Beasley, both of them I plan on having on the team next year. I don't plan on trading either or. We could give both of them like 10 minutes a game next year, but I would like to honestly go with one of them as the backup off the bench if we don't get Paul George in free agency. But if we do, one of them will come off the bench. If not, either they're going to be fighting out for who's going to start at the shooting guard position. Ennis and Dang, well, Dang will be here next year because we're not going to be able to get rid of his contract, which sucks. But yeah, so Dang will be here next year. Probably not playing at all. I might release him just so he's not even here, so I could actually like give talent to young guys. But yeah, he was so good in Chicago. Yeah, I don't know why the Lakers signed him. So dumb. Ennis, is he back here next year? He is a team option. I might accept it. I probably will. We can just use him as like the back end of like a reserve player. Won't, because it's only $1 million. Yeah, so like it's a low risk, could be a high reward, especially with injuries. Corey Brewer, is his contract up or is he going to be back? His contract's up. I do not plan on bringing him back. Thomas Bryant might hit the G League next year if we plan on hitting Zubac. If we don't sign a center and we have to start Zubac or Zubac, Bryant will be the backup center off the bench. And Alex Caruso, it's pretty much going to be him or Ennis making the team, I think. Vanderbilt probably won't make the roster since we already have Beasley and Hart at shooting guard. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's go and simulate the playoffs. Let's see who wins it all. Sixers got the 1 seed, same with the Rockets. Warriors were a 2 seed. Cavs were a 3 seed. The Sixers beat the Bucks, but the Cavs lost round 1 to the Pistons. And the Rockets beat the Sixers in 5 games in the NBA Finals. Chris Paul is your Finals MVP. Shout out to him finally getting a ring. Raptors, they lost to the Bucks. Cavs lost to the Pistons. And the Pistons made a run in the playoffs, also beating the Celtics. But then the Sixers swept the Pistons. And the Rockets beat the Warriors in 7. And it was pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4 seeds here. But this, it was different. It was 1, 5, 2, 6. So, Chris Paul, Finals MVP as the Rockets move on. Now, player retirement. I wish Luol Deng would retire. No David Lee. These are the guys retiring. So, Dirk is the big one. Same with Jamal Crawford. Staff retirement, John Smith on the Blazers. Hall of Fame, Dirk and Pierce. Jersey retirement, Ginobili and Dirk. And league realignment, we don't need to deal with that. Draft lottery, let's just see what happens. We don't really need to do suspenseful things. So, we have number 11. So, it's going to be Philly's pick here at 11. If it should be Boston's pick, I'll go into the game and trade it to Boston. So let me know that in the comments. And the Cavs have the number 1 pick, followed by the Suns, Kings, Hawks, and Grizzlies. Magic, Bulls, Mavericks, Pelicans, Hornets follow that to round out the top 10. Staff signing. We're going to keep Walton. We're going to try to sign a new assistant head coach, Trent Peterson. We can always maybe promote him to head coach next year if Luke Walton underachieves. So let's sign him to a pretty big deal. We're good with our CFO for another 2 years. Assistant GM, let's try to grab Michael Williams. He's got really good ratings. And then, head scout, Darrell Crawford. He's got decent ratings, so we'll keep him for 1 more year. And then we have Gregory Peterson, who's a really good trainer. So let's sign Williams as our assistant GM, and we get Peterson as our assistant coach. And draft time. If you guys think I should maybe trade for a pick, we do have assets that we can possibly trade. I don't know if Ennis would get a first-round pick, but definitely Zubac could. Definitely Larry Nance could definitely get a first-round pick if you guys think we should do that. So, yeah, that is going to be it for me. Thank you all for watching this video. Let me know, or try to see this video get over 300 likes. Let me know what we should do. We do have a second-round pick. Not going to amount to much. Let me know what we should do in the draft and who we should sign up free agency. I need you guys to let me know what we should do in the next video. So let me know all your things, what we should do in the offseason in the comments below. That's going to be for me. Thank you all for watching. I love you guys. See you guys next video. Peace.